So it is time for beta readers for my YA heist thriller. Now, if you have not been around here before, or you just want to know what's been going on with this book, I have a whole video kind of going over the process thus far and my plans for the rest of the summer of 2023. But what I want to talk about in this video is how I am doing the logistics and organization-ish of my beta reader planning. Now, I'm still about a month out from when I want people to start beta reading for me, but I think it makes sense to start recruiting and getting things in line and making sure I'm ready to go. Pre-approve my beta readers. You're gonna be pre-approved for a loan/beta reading. Anyways, I have thought about how to do this not very much until yesterday when I finished the draft. And I also have seen a lot of really wonderful videos about beta reading recently. I believe there was an AuthorTube writing conference video that I went to, seminar that I went to, I think it wasn't Morgan. I will put that link below. She did a really great seminar. Also, Meredith Phillips writes. She just advertised for beta readers on her channel, and I really liked her process. She had like this, go watch her video, but I was very inspired because she was like, okay, fill out this form for general interest, then you get more information, and then you fill out another form, and she like selects the beta readers. And I was just gonna kind of be like, hello, person I kind of know, would you like to beta read for me? And that sounded much better to have an actual process, because I will be honest, I am not the most organized person when it comes to novel writing. I don't plan that much except for that one video I just talked about, but this I want to be aligned with because I want this to be a better experience than for the beta readers than my last round of alpha readers, if that makes sense. So in March, April of 2020, I had an editor and 2 alpha readers go over the book. And I just basically sent them the Word document and like a list of questions I got off the internet. And the feedback from that, by the way, extremely helpful. Was it helpful because of anything that I did? No, it was helpful because Jackie, one of my alpha readers, is just incredible and knows what she's doing. And the other person was like super into it too and gave great answers. Okay, so this video has 3 parts. I'm going to talk about who I am going to ask to beta read and how I will reach them. I'm going to talk about the recruitment process thing that I've been in the midst of setting up, and I'm going to talk about how I'm actually going to get the feedback from the beta readers. So there we go. Number 1, who am I going to ask to beta read the project and how will I reach them? So it's always important to have a variety of beta readers. You want a mix of writers and readers, and you want people who read in the genre, of course. And for me, I'm also interested in getting an authenticity reader. Theoretically, I should have an authenticity reader for like someone who plays the violin. If you happen to be a violinist, would you comment and let me know, and if you like YA, because that's an aspect here, but like it's not the most important aspect. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is for now and not worry about finding a violinist to read my book. I might change on that. But anyways, there's an authenticity reader for another element of the book as well. And so who am I going to reach out to? Well, through conferences, I've gotten 2 contacts from people who I think would be really good, and I'm interested in their stories as well, where I think we could do a beta reader swap. So I'm going to email those 2 people from that one conference. In my YA mentorship thing that I've been doing, I have 3 peers that I've been working with closely, and we exchanged emails for a critique group. I'm also going to post in the Slack general channel and just be like, hey, would anybody want to beta read this for me, pretty please? And then that kind of covers writers, but how do you find people who are readers and not writers? And obviously, we were all in like YA categories together, so they read YA. But how do I find readers? And so I've been thinking about that one quite a bit. My strategy number 1 is to reach out to people I kind of know, but I'm not really friends with. I'm part of a travel community, and so I'm going to be posting on that Slack channel, also because there's a lot of travel in this. Does anybody here read YA? I also have a couple specific people I might reach out to just to see, like, how's it going? What are you into right now? Do you read YA? Would you be interested in beta reading something? I had someone ask me to read her script for her, so I will start with her as well. Again, see if we can do a little bit of an exchange there. And then we get to the authenticity readers, and I have a friend actually who I am planning on asking, because I know you're not supposed to use friends, right? However, I think her perspective would be very, very good. And I really value her opinion. And if it's focusing on the authenticity bit of it, and she knows me, so she knows what I'm trying to get across, and like she knows a lot of the experiences that I've had that may have fed the emotions in the book. So I think she would be good at that. So I'm also going to ask her, and if I am not able to get her to read it, if she's busy, which is totally fine, I might go and find sensitivity readers. If all that fails, I'm going to be using a program, which I'm going to talk about in the next bit, where you can get beta readers on the platform. People can like request to read your book, so I might keep that open just in case. I don't want like a million gazillion pieces of feedback here, but sure. And also, again, if you happen to be watching this video and you are super in to YA action adventure heist thrillers, and that sounds like something that you like freaking love, and if you have been to Italy, if you happen to be part of the LGBT community, if you are a violinist or a musician or have played in an orchestra, what else do I need? Or you happen to have like pulled off some criminal activities, please let me know, because I would love to have you as a reader for like the perspective. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put my page on, there's going to be a link that you can go to and get more information if you would like it. I'll just say that because I'm about to explain the page. So I have been putting together a Notion page for potential beta readers. I finished draft 5 last night, ladies and gentlemen, and I was like, can't stop, gotta go. But I was also like, I can't look at this book and like edit it for 48 hours. I need to step away and get some distance by working on it, but not working on it, if you know what I mean. And so I worked on my playlist, I worked on my Pinterest board, and I worked on my beta reader information sheet. And this is so fun. So I have a bunch of different sections. So I've embedded the playlist in the Notion page. I have like a cover photo. I have a collage of inspiration photos that hopefully kind of give the aesthetic, maybe, I don't know. I just went with it, and I'm not very good at aesthetics, but it's there. And then I listed all the information about the book. So word count, genre, premise, the vibe. The vibe is my favorite thing. I don't know if these are like tropes or like what you'd actually call them. Hooks, maybe. Like the things that you might be interested in are there. And then I have a bunch of comps. There's probably too many, but I have either had it compared to these things by other people or it inspired me directly, so there's the list. And then I have content notes, which of course anyone is welcome to reach out if they want more information. I am now working on the actual important part, which is writing the information for said beta readers. So, this is gonna be a vlog, but it's kind of turned into just me talking. Well, okay, God. I have looked at numerous different beta reader software type situations. There's a couple. There's like Hey Beta, Yeah, there's Hey Beta, there's another one that I can't remember at the moment, and then there's betareader.io, which is the one that I ultimately decided to go with because of price, because of features, and basically ease of use. The one I think I was trying I think Hey Beta was either you had to put a credit card down, like you had to buy it immediately, there wasn't a free trial, and then the other one, I signed up for the free version and I could just not figure out how to upload my manuscript. It looked like it was going to be manual, like copying and pasting the chapters in, and I was like, absolutely not, I'm not doing that. So I have betareader.io open, and I've been exploring it this morning, and I'm actually quite impressed with it. I, practiced inviting myself to the book, commenting, leaving emojis. You can embed kind of surveys between chapters. The reading style doesn't look too bad. And, there's a lot, you can kind of see how far people are in the book. So there's a lot of really cool tools that I think give really good information. This I am not 100% sure of, because I know that some people, if they're reading it on here, they kind of, what's the word? They would kind of, it might not feel like a real book. So I'm also going to say, I would prefer this, but if you do not want to, no problem at all. I can give you it in EPUB format or Word or Google, whatever you want. You can have it in whatever format you want. The other reason I like this is there are certain precautions that they take in terms of security. And you do have to log in order to access it. So you have to create a betareader.io account, which means that if there's someone I don't recognize who's on there, who I haven't had contact with, then there's something weird, I can always just disable their access and then they can't get it anymore, and I can close those links really quickly and easily. So that looks like a really good way to work with feedback. Obviously, having it in Google Docs and Word is great too. I did Word for the last time, but it was a lot of merging the documents, which works great for comments. But I've realized that I don't like writing books in Word, because I like having the scene cards that I can kind of move around, and the scene by scene or chapter by chapter breakdown and manipulatability. So I'm thinking that this will be really useful in terms of getting all the feedback in one place and being very easily to port it over to whatever editing notes, whatever editing software I end up using. Currently I'm working in NovelPad and I might continue using it, but I'm also going to try out Fictionary. Thank you so much for listening. I would love to hear, how do you do your beta readers? What kind of writing software do you use? Do you have any recommendations, especially for organizing the feedback? And thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you soon. Oh, right. Please do all the YouTube things that makes the YouTube gods happy. Like and subscribe and comments. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. So, how do we organize this whole thing? First of all, let's try to, of course I didn't script this video. I'm not organized. There we go. I'm I have an idea. Let me just film it.